Oh, look at that right off the bat. Cameras moved. Look at that. Just like that, Tommy. Just like that.
The camera's in a different location.
Yeah. How in the world did that happen?
That's all right. That's all right.
Things around there a little bit. Top of the morning to you, kids. Hi.
Good morning.
Hi.
Welcome back.
What was that?
I was looking at your screen. It looked like you have a paperclip on your head because your arm on there.
What?
Nothing. You're good now.
I have a paper clip on my head?
You've changed. Now you're into paper clips.
I went to
Denver.
Mountains.
You went to Mile High. Now you come back.
Come back a different man.
He's a mountain man.
It was an amazing place. We'll talk about that in here a little bit. New Living Mornings and newlivingnow.com. Welcome to it. A little referral resource for local professionals, those pros that we as professionals use, our clients use on a regular basis as a place to showcase their talents and gives us a little opportunity to hang out with you a few times throughout the week, have some coffee, some great coffee. I actually brought some stuff back from Colorado this time.
Ooh, Colorado. What's it called?
Yeah, Pablo's.
Ooh, Pablo Escobar.
I don't know who Pablo is.
I
don't think it's Pablo Escobar.
Okay.
No, I think there was another one. I think there was two of them.
Two Pablos, possibly.
Some of the best coffee I have ever.
Really?
Oh,
so it was that
Can you
good.
smell it? Just the aroma of this stuff is.
I
don't know.
Smell it all the way over here.
Oh, I had it in my luggage. Open up.
It tasted the best,
dude. It's so good.
You put it in the luggage, which was great because then you gave the TSA people the opportunity to smell it also.
No, actually, no, they didn't. They smelled my brother's. They did not smell mine. So he was singled out.
That's all right. They can't open everybody's luggage anymore.
No, it was just
so much luggage.
But it's amazing coffee. So I'll be sipping on a little bit of that here this morning. As we dive into things, Wednesday morning, just so you guys know, it is 112 days till Christmas.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I love just in Christmas. Just in case you needed to know,
the most wonderful time of the year. I'm all about that. I am all about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Christmas.
Is that your holiday of choices?
I think so.
Choice. All right. I don't even know what's going on. I feel like I've been away forever. Forever and ever. But I had so much fun. I had just an absolute. It was super relaxing. It was some great downtime, and
it's always good to unwind. Just get out and just unplug and don't look at any of their socials or anything.
And that's what I did. I didn't look
at a total detox. You didn't even answer my text messages, so that I knew you were completely out.
I talked to Carrie a little bit on Friday to help out with some work stuff. Other than that, I was pretty much off when I took pictures and some videos, but I was
good for you. You and your brother just and Allegiant. You flew Allegiant.
Flew Allegiant. Yeah,
I like Allegiant. I'm a fan. I really am.
It was great.
If you understand the hustle, what they're trying to do, if you know you're gonna get nickel and dimed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's okay. Here's my nickels. Here's my dimes.
It was so great. I had front row seats.
Direct flights are the best, regardless of the situation.
I agree.
Oh, 100%.
Not having to scurry through an airport and try to make your connection. Boo.
Sometimes I'll drive to Chicago just to get a direct flight because I would rather be in my car driving than
because you can control the situation
rather than just sitting on an airport and your luggage not getting transferred or a long layover somewhere. So
the Pizzarama. No, I'm all about direct flights. That's why I gotta get a Learjet. That's why T Swift has got the Learjet. We need to get a Learjet. Can we get
drive to Chicago?
Can we get a New Living Now Learjet?
Yeah,
is it in the budget? Is it in there?
First, we're getting the hot air balloon. Okay.
Oh, I saw three balloons the other night. Monday night, there were 3 balloons in the sky. I thought about you, Carrie.
Did you?
I did.
Did you?
I thought
this is kind of hot air balloon season. We'll start seeing them all the time.
It's just beautiful at night. The sun's starting to go down. A little balloon egg. You see the.
I missed your sound effects, buddy.
Stop it!
Totally
you make
missed
me
your
want to go on
sound
a hot air
effects.
balloon ride.
Up and away.
All right, let's just jump into this here a little bit.
Happy birthdays.
Happy birthday, if it is indeed your day today. Hope you have a fantastic one, and thank you for sharing a few minutes with us. Beyonce's 43.
Oh, Beyonce.
Yeah, so you're sharing a special day with her.
All the single ladies. Is that Beyonce?
Oh, the single ladies.
Is that Beyonce?
Well, I don't know. It's between Rihanna or Beyonce. I don't know.
No, that is definitely Beyonce.
Okay.
He knows.
You know what my favorite Beyonce lyric is? I got hot sauce in my bag.
I don't know that song.
I don't know that one either.
I honestly couldn't pick a Beyonce's other than single ladies.
Obviously. Obviously.
Damon Wayans, 63.
Funny, man.
He's 63.
That's what I said. That's what I said. I'm like, come on, there's got to be something
I thought
wrong.
he was in his 40s.
Stop it.
His kid is like 34 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have bad math.
Yeah.
Way bad
Well,
math.
it's just that's just one of those artists. They're those the celebrities that when they disappear, they go off radar for a little while. They come back a couple of years later, a little bit more gray,
Right.
maybe a little less hair, and you're like, damn. You don't see somebody for a couple of years.
63
Things
years
can
old.
change significantly.
That's exactly. Wow.
And he's one of them. Actually, I grabbed the picture. I grabbed obviously is a long
Not
time
63
ago. That's
years
an older
old.
picture, but he is gray and definitely looking old.
Good for him.
Max Greenfield, 44.
Who
It's
is
the guy
that?
from New Girl. Did you ever watch New Girl with
No.
Zoe Deschanel?
No. did
Whitney Cummings, 44.
not. Hilarious.
I don't
Her
know who that
celebrity
is
roast.
either.
Oh, she's on from the.
Yeah.
She does a lot of roasts on
Yeah, she's
Comedy
one of those
Central.
Super talented, super funny lady there. National Days, it's Spice Blend Day.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Spice Blend. That's good.
Celebrate your favorite blends. Do you have a favorite blend, Tommy?
I do not have a favorite
No?
blend.
I do. I gave you mine. My slap your mama.
Oh, slap your mama. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slap yo mama.
Slap your
Not-
mama.
There's no R
What
in
is
there.
Slap Yo Mama blend? What is that?
It's a Cajun blend.
Oh,
So
That's
my-
not just
Coming in
hot.
hot.
That's not just hot. It's
No.
got flavor.
it's got flavor, and it's very versatile. But I learned about this from my uncle that lived in Louisiana, and my dad used to go down and get like a case of it, and then they started selling it at Walmart. I'm like, yes. And now
Slap
they've
Yo
got-
Mama.
Now they have a slap your mama jambalaya mix.
Have you guys ever
Carrie's
been
excited.
to not hot pot, but that place where they do the crawfish boil on the other side of town?
No, I've never been to a crawfish boil.
I've heard things about it though. The one where they pour it all out on the
Yeah. Do we need
Yeah.
to go and
table?
try it? Have you heard good things or?
I don't know, but I'd
think it would be
I've
fun
absolutely
heard
to
be
good
try
down
it.
for
things
that.
about them. I heard they're fun because they boil it all in a pot and then they
Right. You got the
Basically
potatoes and the corn and the whole thing
and
right
then
there.
they pour it into a big heap on
Right.
the table
Yeah.
and you pretty much
That's how it's
just
done.
I would
Yep.
love to try it. I'd love
Yeah.
to try that. I've never done anything like that before.
Oh, I did it when I was
Been on
in
the-
the first time I did was in Myrtle Beach,
Ooh.
and it was one of those. Oh, what the heck? Or not Myrtle Beach. I'm sorry, it was Savannah, Tybee Island.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was one of those places where it had 6 stools. It was a shack on the side. There was a boat that pulled up to it. And 2 dudes. One was cooking, and the other one was just going out and catching fish, and then coming back in, and whatever was on the boat, whatever he caught, that's
so that
what
fish was swimming not very shortly before.
minutes.
Right.
No, it's still alive. That was so good. Yeah, when you
Do
get
you want to know what my other favorite spice blend is?
What?
Up in Green Bay, what's the meat market up Maplewood Meats? Have you ever
Oh,
been up there?
I have
Yes.
not.
Okay, so Maplewood Meats has a prime rib rub that you
Ooh.
can put on so many things. It's called
Ooh.
it's called Grandpa's Prime Rib Rub, and it's just so good on like a burger or it's delicious
Carrie coming in hot with the
with the spice. I'm a spice
selections.
girl.
Mhm.
I'm a
I got
spice
my
girl.
own blend that I make.
You do?
I do.
7 herbs and spices. Those are the only 11 people that KFC follows.
Yeah, yeah. I got my own little blend for my smoking, my meats. I got
Oh.
chili powder and garlic
Didn't you
salt.
buy
and onion.
something right before you left on vacation?
You did buy something before you went on vacation. You purchased
Spices.
something metal.
Something you've
gassy.
been talking about for a long time.
My Blackstone. Yeah,
Yeah.
I found
Were you-
a Blackstone. I'm
Were you
super excited.
were you dreaming about cooking meat on
I'm
it?
dreaming.
I wasn't. Thank God I wasn't.
We want to come over and watch you season it. That's what we want to do. We'll see it.
She
clean.
seasoned, buddy. I bought used, gently used. Found a
Right.
guy 2 blocks from my house.
That's funny.
Posted up, $200. He's used it for a year. Somebody got him another one, a different style one. It was a little bit bigger, and he ended up using that one more. And he was like, I just don't need it. Boom, 2 bones.
Good for
sitting at
you.
home.
Good for you.
Year-old, perfectly seasoned, ready to go.
You just got to put
Mhm.
add gas and go.
It was so good. Yeah, I've had burgers. I had burgers twice yesterday
Good for you. On the Blackstone?
on the Blackstone.
Well, you got
Had
the
burgers
big
for lunch
smashers.
and supper.
Were they smash burgers?
You know it.
Oh, yummo.
You know it. Absolutely. The 75-25 mix, so that you get that extra fat in there, so you get that nice crispy edges
Extra fat.
all the way around.
Yummy. Yummo.
Well, that's where all the flavor comes from.
Right.
You
Oh,
know,
100%.
Fat equals flavor.
So what's in your spice blend?
chili powder and garlic. It's a rub that I put on all of my ribs. And
he doesn't want to give away his secret. He doesn't want to, because once he gives it away, people are going to copy it.
Do you put mustard on your like on your meats before you
it's called a binder.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use mustard. I've used maple syrup. You can use just about anything.
Binder. You gotta hold those seasoning on there so it doesn't shake
right
off.
On.
Can't shake it off.
Also, no macadamia nut day.
Oh, good macadamia nut cookie.
Yeah,
not a fan.
Macadamia nut cookie.
Yeah, I don't get the point. I'm out. So not interested.
I'm out. He goes to Florida or he goes to Hawaii. Not a big deal.
Yeah,
macadamias in Hawaii.
I'm all right with that.
Okay.
Not a huge fan. And newspaper carrier day today. So,
I was a newspaper carrier growing up.
I believe it.
Paperboy.
On a bike?
12 years old. No, the papers were way too heavy. But I used to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Papers showed up at 5, and it had to be delivered by 6.
Did you have the bag, the sling bag, or did you pull it in a radio flyer?
No, sling bag. I would go around. I had like 36 papers I had to deliver every morning.
To stuff them?
Sometimes you did. With raining, you did. Got to put them in a paper bag. But if it's like, I remember Thanksgiving and Sundays, my dad would help me drive around because they were so heavy. You could only get like 3 or 4 in the bag. Previously, you could, because of all the inserts that were on there.
Yeah.
The
Christmas, the Thanksgiving.
The Sunday papers always had the good coupons in it.
And the comics.
Yep.
And I got to read the comics ahead of time because the comics got delivered on Thursday.
Ooh.
Comics and the ads, they print them throughout the week. And show up on like Wednesday or Thursday.
Interesting.
And then you had to insert them on Sunday.
I had a few family members that did that in Oshkosh, and I remember growing up and going out with them and getting up super early and going to the coffee shop and coming back and then help them stuff.
And your hands would be all black because the ink would rub off on your hands.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Paperboy.
That's amazing, man. That
was a great video game, Paperboy.
I was just going to be
breaking windows.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to bring that up. It's kind of like a lost job, isn't it? Paperboy in newspaper.
Oh yeah, the Post Crescent isn't even printed here. Everybody who's a subscriber, it comes in the mail 2 days later.
Well, what's the point?
Exactly. I don't know what the point of having a paper copy of Post Crescent anymore.
Well, I could see a paper copy, but why would you want 2-day-old news?
I don't know. Maybe the obituaries. It doesn't make any sense to me. Well, there's some people get the paper just for the obits.
Sure.
Just to see, hey, did Ginny die? Did she finally dead yet? No.
You can find out 2
just
days
because
in
they're
advance
looking to see if their name. What'd you say?
I said they can find out 2 days in advance if they just go online.
Some people don't like going online. That's weird. My dad doesn't even have an email address.
Yeah. That's
Thomas
just
Clifford Sr., no email.
My 90-year-old grandpa is like, he's online all the time.
There's just that chunk of our society that's
right.
They're there until they die off. We're gonna have this until they die. When they're gone, when that
that's a whole another generation. Yep, my mom does everything.
Yeah,
they're also the ones writing the checks out for their groceries.
That's correct. Writing the checks out for the groceries.
Pam said Pam was a paper girl.
Oh,
our beloved Pam. Yeah,
Pam,
paper girl.
Paper
57. Gal. She had 57. Tommy, she beat yours.
That's okay. This wasn't a competition for how many papers. Because
I turned it into
papers, the longer it took. And then I had to walk around and actually collect. There were some people that I had to go door to door. And he gave them like these little tickets to prove that they paid. That was the worst system in the world. Worst system.
I do remember.
I hated going door to door. I hated it.
So long ago.
Terrible.
Pam hated it too.
Brutal.
All right. News?
What about it?
It's no news. There's no news whatsoever. None. Nothing's changed since Friday. It's no news.
No news.
Okay. Maybe I have some news. Maybe I have a couple stories I can share with you guys. So the Packers left for Brazil this morning, but
yes, they did.
There's a lot of concerns over safety. Were you listening or reading about that?
I was reading a little bit about that. Yeah. I'm not sure I'd want to go down to Brazil, to be honest with you.
A few people pulling out some last ditch efforts to stop it, to get them to not go. They're worried about a bunch of stuff. And
they're basically telling them, don't leave your hotel room. Just, stay put. They're not bringing their families to watch or anything. So kind of a little crazy.
That's not a good environment to be around when you're said, don't leave your hotel room. Just go from here to the stadium and come back.
Right.
That's boring.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just I don't even know why do that. Why would they not
I
realize?
was at the Packer Pro Shop on Saturday, and they had really cool Packer gear, like with Brazil and stuff on it.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, and then they had all the NFL draft stuff out too, with like Green Bay and Lambeau Field. So I mean, it's kind of two historic things.
Did you get your jersey?
I did not. They were sold out of my size.
They were sold out. You didn't get your no love for Carrie.
You know, and so I was going to order one, and then I found something else that I wanted. But okay, this is actually a really funny story. So I found this sequin jacket. It was pure sequins, and it was Green Bay. It was the blingiest jacket I've ever seen. It was absolutely gorgeous, but they didn't have my size. And I put it on, and it kind of fit, but there was no way I was zipping it up, and I still wanted to buy it. But it was $180. And I was like, I'm not going to spend $180 on a sequins pack jacket that I'm going to wear once a year, even though I would look freaking fabulous at that.
Oh my gosh, a fashion plate. Carrie's going to come in. We're going to have to, we have to block our eyes because the light's going to.
But here's what's funny is I took a Snapchat of it. Okay. And I had it on my Snapchat story. Dawn Christensen called the Packer Pro Shop and bought it just because of my story. She sent me a Snapchat.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that means you're an influencer.
I guess I'm an influencer.
You need to put influencer on your LinkedIn profile.
Right.
Packer influencer. Packer Pro Shop influencer.
Right. But it was so gorgeous. And I'm like, they didn't have my size, and I justify spending $180 on a jacket.
But you would have, if it was in your size, you'd be wearing it now, wouldn't you?
I think I would wear it all the time. It was so obnoxious, but it was gorgeous. I loved it.
I had a hard time paying that. As
much
as I love it.
Did you take a regular picture, or is it only in your Snapchat? Do you have
it was just in my Snapchat.
Bummer, I don't think I got it.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. It was funny because I put it on. I'm like, this is the most beautiful jacket I've ever seen. And I said this to myself out loud. And this man was standing there, this older man. He's like, it is beautiful. I'm like, I really like this. So that's kind of funny. So
was
there something to do with the colors for the Packers? Like are they having some?
Well, said that green was bad, but there's other teams there that are green. Because I was reading this morning about other pro teams that play in the stadium that have green colors also.
In Brazil?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
The team's wearing white, right?
Like the Packers are going to wear white.
So
they're
going to wear the white jersey.
Something to do with green. I read somewhere, and I don't know if it was true or not, but I feel like I've read it.
You did. No, you did read it. And I was reading this morning, and they said that they're not sure where that green aversion came from because there's other teams in that area that wear green, and that the people from Brazil know the difference between American rules football and European football. I don't know. I'm not going to Sao Paulo though. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a huge city.
My son's ex-girlfriend lives there. She was a foreign exchange student, and they dated, and she's from Brazil, and she's back there now. But I'm like, Derek, why don't you go? You have a place to stay.
Erica says the Bucks have a sequin jacket too.
Oh, I know.
Just in case.
I literally said, I think I would wear a Bucks jacket more than a Packer one, to be honest. But I
can't believe you went all the way up there and came back. Did you come back empty-handed, or did you get something?
God, no. Wait till you see me on Friday. I have the most beautiful hat that I got.
Oh, you're going to be decked. She's going to be decked out. Good for you. Good.
Oh, yeah. No, I got Packer swag. Packer swag.
Football
is kicking off on Thursday already, tomorrow.
I know, that's kind of crazy. NFL, holy Toledo.
I know.
Who's playing?
It's the Chiefs versus Baltimore.
Ooh, the Chefs and the Ravens. Okay, good.
So nothing like a huge first game for Thursday Night Football. So that'll be fabulous. I have 3 fantasy football teams that I'm in this year now. So
you pick or the automatic pick?
No, I picked. Oh God, no, I pick.
Who's your quarterback?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, there you have it.
In all 3.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah.
Ringer.
I feel like. Isn't that like kind of putting all of your eggs in one basket?
I don't care. I have a backup. Actually, one of them, guess who my backup is?
Sean Clifford.
No, Jordan Love.
J Love.
I know. I love him.
Well,
I'm so excited.
You're all right then.
But not enough to get a jersey.
I wanted the jersey, Tommy. And
she didn't try hard enough.
No, you wanted to.
So she didn't ask the person in the back. There's got to have a size in the back.
Did. I actually went to the person in the back and asked, and they're like, "Well, you can custom order one." I'm like, but it's my birthday and I drove up here to give my Jordan Love jersey. And then I went online.
You turn on the waterworks. It's my
It was my birthday. Can I just go and take my picture and buy his locker then? No. But I went online to go try to buy it too, and they were all sold out. Like the only size that they had left on Fanatics was a small, and I'm like, I would need like 2 of those sewn together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-mm. Little known fact: the Green Bay Packers are the second highest grossing merch team in the NFL.
Who's number 1?
Dallas.
Yes, I knew that.
That's pretty spectacular for such a small market.
Yeah, but
Packer
our fans
merch
are
is huge.
crazy.
Oh, completely.
And we have fans all over the world.
That's true. It's a worldwide audience. There's Packer bars. There's
history. Yeah.
I remember when I was in Hong Kong, there was a Packer bar.
I was on the road to Hana in Maui, and we drove past a house that had a big old Packer sign on it.
That's a big deal. That is a big deal.
There was a Wisconsin / Packer bar in
Denver.
In Denver, yeah. People were from Sheboygan and went up there and
nice
put a bar downtown.
Yeah.
Had it was. I mean, it was pretty spot on, but there were a few things in there like, you're stretching here. Now I feel like you're just trying to make it really.
Troy Aikman was never a quarterback,
right?
But it is true. If you travel and you put Packer gear on, you will find friends.
I do not own any Packer gear whatsoever.
What?
I am a Packer gear-less person.
Is it because you don't like the Packers?
No.
Or
I just don't own any gear.
Oh my God, not even socks.
Tommy, do we need to go
you
back
and
to
your
the pro shop?
We might have to take a trip to the pro shop.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get him that sparkly one.
I know.
Yeah,
we'll go, Carrie.
Let's go get him the sparkly one.
We'll take the Murano up on a road trip. We'll document it.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Well, the Appleton Downtown Christmas Parade is now accepting participation applications. So,
Tommy, do you want to participate?
Do we want to apply? Do we want to have a?
Wait, was that cricket?
No.
Did we freeze up again?
I got an idea. What we need to do is we need to get balloon,
hot air balloons,
the baskets, and then we just do the flames. Can we?
I think
no one else has done that. No one else has done that.
Yeah, I don't think they do that every year.
Oh,
they do though.
Yeah,
they do. They've got those.
It's cold though. That's really cold being out there for 3 hours.
It can be. Oh yeah, there was. Yeah, I don't think it was too bad this last couple of years. But there was that one year. It was like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe even longer now. Yeah, there was a one cold, snappy one. Whew. But you know what?
Do we want to do it?
You go get some holiday.
Are we gonna get a float? Do we have like a car and a trailer, and we'll just get some music and chuck candy at people?
I was hoping that we could just bring your radio flyer and maybe pretend like we're newspaper boys
again. Here's the Post Crescent from Halloween.
Hey, what Post Crescent? What do you guys do with all your old papers? Can we have them so we can throw them at the Christmas parade? Maybe we could do that. So if you're a business and you're thinking of getting in the parade or an organization, get those applications in. How many?
It's always a great parade.
106, 112. 112 days till Christmas. Wow. So then when is the parade? That's usually what, right after Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Santa comes to town and then puts up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy that we're talking about that. And it is just,
I saw Christmas decorations out at CVS and I go, no, this shouldn't be happening.
They are out.
The PSL and Halloween.
I have
just popping up everywhere.
Here's the thing with PSL. I actually like apples better than pumpkins. Like, I feel it's more like apple season than pumpkins.
I love apple cider. Growing up in upstate New York, it was always apple cider. That was the big deal. And all the roadside apple cider stands.
Did you know that you can drink too much of that?
I did not.
You can.
Especially if it's fermented.
Well, because I drank too much of it.
Did you?
Yeah.
And what happened?
It's just as good as drinking that stuff the doctor gives you before colonoscopy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure it cleaned out the pipes good.
Yeah, you can't drink too much of that stuff.
Yeah, too much grape juice, too much. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Too much of anything can really open up
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure did.
And other topics.
Too much sweet corn does that too. So. Have you guys noticed gas prices going down?
Yes.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
I saw gas below $3 a gallon. That was
$2.95 at Woodman's this morning.
Yeah. I've not paid any attention.
Yeah.
No, we were driving. We drove
electric,
which just sucks. There's nothing. I mean, the acceleration in an electric car is kind of fun.
Did you
But
rent?
other
Did
than
you rent
that-
from Turo? How did you get it?
Did what?
How did you rent your car?
From a car place?
Oh, you went like through Avis or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. No, we
And you rented a Tesla?
No, it ended up, we were supposed to have the Mustang, the new Mustang.
The e-tron, yeah.
Yeah, ended up with a Hyundai Zion or
Sure.
It was ugly. Hated it.
And charging is the piss
Stupid.
because you got to wait.
Charging is the worst.
You have to plan
Finding the right place. Some are fast charge, some are slow charge. It was
Oh, you could
terrible.
go on for hours on this one, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. We have a few stories about charging. So that part does not.
Did you even
excite
know
me.
how to charge the car? Did they like show you how to do it?
Oh, well, it's not that. It's not that
Is it just
difficult.
like plugging
It's
it in?
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not difficult. The actual act of it's finding a place. It's finding one that charges quick enough, and then everyone has got. There's so many different companies, so you need different apps. I was like, you know what? Can we just get a gas station, please? How about we just get some
We need
gas?
like a USB for charging cars.
I think they have one.
Do they?
They've got another name for it, but yeah, the electric car thing is. I don't know. It's gonna take some getting used to, but
Well, we've seen gas prices go down for 5 consecutive weeks, and
which
this
is
has not
super nice.
happened.
Super nice.
Yeah. So
Because usually it goes up before Labor Day because people want to
Right.
higher demand and stuff, but that's kind of nice.
election year. We'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
The Explore the Fox Cities has something called the Ale Trail. Have you guys heard about this?
I don't know, but I'm down.
Yeah.
The Ale Trail.
The Ale Trail. So they have a little passport that you can get and go to all the local breweries. So they're calling it the Fox Cities Ale Trail, which I think is super cute. I love the name. I love the
too.
marketing that they're doing around it. So if you love your craft beer and want to check out some of the breweries, get this little passport, and then it'll tell you where to go, where you stop in. They'll stamp your little passport, and then you can go check out all the local.
How cool is that? That's a great way of
Super cool.
getting together.
Isn't
Yeah.
it? I think it's a great promotion for sure.
Do they want
I
the Diet
agree.
Cokes? The Diet Coke Trail?
Hey Tommy, was there something in the news about free money?
Oh my goodness gracious! The Chase glitch. The Chase glitch.
You guys didn't make out on this? I got like 40 grand
How
in
much
my
did you
pocket.
get? How much did you get?
I had about 42 grand.
Good,
I
you'll
can't-
need it to pay your
Yeah.
pay your lawyer.
This hurts my temples. This hurts to even discuss it. But long story short, if you haven't been following along, there was a group of TikTok. Now they're TikTok famous, and they're probably going to be FBI famous before long.
Sure.
Who decided to write checks to themselves, cash them through the ITMs, so you could. There's ATM machines where you can actually cash checks in there.
Oh,
And
is there?
And so they
Oh,
were
is that
writing
what's
checks to
happening?
themselves for like 10, 20. I saw somebody wrote a check for $1 million to himself and then decided to go inside the cashiers. They see, oh gosh, you got $1 million in your account. They start withdrawing money.
Usually, though, the banks because I came from the banking industry, so that's
This
called
is
check
the glitch.
kiting.
This is the glitch. They didn't put the hold on it.
Well, I was gonna say, how in the world did they allow that to happen?
I have no idea. I have no
Because
idea.
that is kind of standard practices, don't you feel? Like, I
yeah.
mean, even on mobile deposits,
Correct.
you
There's a hold put on it.
I'll have a hold put on, but they must not have had it through the ITM machines.
And I think that's what they consider the glitch that money became
Are you saying
available.
ITM?
Yes.
ATM.
No,
There's ATMs and then there's ITMs. And ATM is just you pull it out. And then there's ITMs where you can get more information. You can deposit money. You can deposit cash. You can deposit checks. You can actually get the reception. So there's these machines called ITMs.
And they have like video that you can get.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's what I got. That's what I used at Verve, but I didn't realize it was called an ITM.
Yeah.
Yes.
ITM.
Yeah, they have these machines that actually will have a some ITMs actually have a larger vault, if you will, inside there that is actually an extension of the real vault. I just know that because I'm on the board of directors of the credit union thing. So
I thought the larger was like that's where the person was sitting when someone wanted a video call.
Oh, they have those too.
They're like inside. Quick,
I see it.
Quick story. I got to tell you, when I was a little girl, I used to think that people were inside speakers, and that's where like the bands were little and that they were playing inside
Wait a minute.
speakers.
They're not?
No, they're not.
There's There's
Like,
nobody
do
in
you
my
remember-
speaker.
Do you remember like the giant speakers?
Yes.
Like I used to like
Apple.
when they would play, I used to like try to look inside because I thought there were like people inside there.
We told our
Oh,
kids
yeah.
that the big orange cones on the street, that's where homeless children used to sleep. And that's how they move from side to side. They're sleeping in the cones. Don't hit them. They're going to hit a kid.
or a toy from Toy Story.
Right.
You-
The stories you
How
tell.
did we get there?
I don't know.
How did we just make that jump, Tommy?
I have no idea.
How did we make it from people and speakers to cones and kids living inside of them?
I don't know, but it was funny.
So needless to
So
say,
great to be back.
these people deposit the checks. And then they grab the money and here they go. So now we've got check fraud, we've got wire fraud, and now they're showing all these big fat stacks of cash that they got, and then they go back home and look at their account, minus 10,000, minus 20,000. I saw someone minus like $800,000.
Oofed.
Oofed is right.
Well,
Time to put that money back.
Oh,
Whatever's
boy.
left.
And
of it.
and people I saw videos of like lines of people to get to the ATM to like lemmings to keep doing this. Like, really? Do you not realize that this is going to catch up with you?
No.
This is going to end so bad,
Mhm.
so terrible.
but that's how it's got to happen. It's got to end up bad for a bunch of people, and the rest are like, okay, I don't want anything to do with that.
Hey, I'm
Someone's
more
gotta
impressed that these young kids actually had checkbooks.
Oh,
Or that they could write one out. I'm
Yeah,
sure
that
they had
they
to
even knew
Google
how
it.
to
They had to
read.
Google it.
They're like, how do I write out a check?
that's a valid point. How many people know cursive or know how to write a check? I bet you Emma and Drew couldn't write a check if
Yeah,
they depended on it. No way.
Landon could only because it was a class that he
I'm not
took.
sure they can even like address an envelope. Do they know how to address? Where's the stamp go? Oh, it goes down here in the corner. No,
What's a stamp?
Mhm.
right.
Yep, I've seen those videos where they ask how many stamps does it take to mail a letter. And,
I don't
what does
even
a
know how much a
mean?
stamps are now. They're like 70 some cents, aren't they?
I have
Yeah,
no idea.
yeah, I
It's
don't
like
know,
a
but,
$2.
You know, it just takes one stamp though.
I had to go mail something at the post office the other day, and they're like, "Would you like to buy a book of stamps?" I'm like, "No." Like, for what? I'll just come here if I have to actually mail something.
I just put like a $1 bill on it and just put it in the mailbox and it just goes away. I'm not sure what happens.
Just
Oh,
tape
is
tape
that-
a quarter.
Is that how
on
you
it.
do it?
Tape a quarter.
Tape a quarter on there. I got one last thing for noteworthy news.
Hit us.
So, gentlemen, I was doing, reading some stories and stuff that came up, and I'm curious what you guys think. The gentleman was complaining because he went to go, he got his bill at a restaurant
Yep.
and went to go pay, and the waitress asked him, "How much of a tip are you leaving?" And I'm just curious if he was saying he thought that was not in good taste, and it brought up this whole conversation around the tipping culture. And I'm just I think if someone asked me how much of a tip I was leaving, I would be really put off by that.
I would totally be put off.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the tipping culture is out of control. If
It's crazy.
if I'm standing up to order something, I'm not leaving a tip because I'm paying for a product and I'm paying for a service.
Right.
But if you're going to bring it to me and kind of give the whole
And serve
presentation
me.
and I'm getting refills and I dropped the spoon on the floor and you're going to give me a new spoon, then you deserve a tip.
100%.
If I'm at the counter at Starbucks and they spin the dealy whopper around, zilch. You're not getting a tip.
I think the tipping culture, I mean, it's everywhere. I was at
I'm almost for Europe where there's no tipping whatsoever.
there is no tipping. They think it's
And no tipping in Minnesota. They work the tip into the bill. That's part of they have like a 17% minimum wage and you don't have to tip in the state of Minnesota.
oh, interesting. People probably still do it.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Well,
and I did myself.
When we were in Italy, at one place we left a tip and the people ran after us. You forgot your money. We're like, no, it's for you. And because you just don't tip when you're
I mean, I love tipping and I think it's important. 20-25% every time, regardless. But if someone were to ask me how much of a tip am I going to get, that kind of ruins it. What gifts am I getting for Christmas?
Well, a lot less than what I was going to give you before you asked that question.
That would totally set me back in my seat on that one. I'm not
Yeah.
sure I would feel good about that. That kind of make you feel icky.
But they do ask that question. They're brave enough to ask that question. I was in the service industry for a very long time, and that was just one of those things that you just.
But as a bartender, would you ask someone how much tip you're going to leave me?
Never. I've never asked that.
No.
As a
Ever. I'm not going to
waitress?
base my service or like. It just sounds like, all right, well, like so. This was nah.
What
The
about
tipping thing is just bull.
So I've been watching Below Deck. Have you guys ever watched the yacht show?
No.
So it's kind of fascinating because they work these super yachts where these rich people are coming on board, and they're, they basically are doing it for the tips. So they always want to know
100%.
But it's the tipping culture. It's not just the food industry. It's all sorts of service industries.
And that stuff is different. I mean, if there's service, yes. But if I go to Best Buy and I see a tip thing on there, or some kind of store
a
like that,
shop where you're like Subway, like people Subway asking for tips. Why I'm
you're already getting paid to do your job,
right?
Like why? Yeah, no.
If you have to ask
I'm
for
gonna get a
tips
tip
and you're
jar.
not getting paid enough to do your job, that's a whole separate issue. You do exceptional service, you get taken care of exceptionally. If you're just going to, slide a ice cream cone across a counter, you're not getting a tip.
Right.
That's the way
I
feel.
I agree.
100%.
Call me callous, call me horrible, call me out.
Horrible callous.
Hobo.
Dude, what now? A hobo?
Hobo pies.
That's my daughter couldn't say horrible when she was 2 years old, so it was hobo. Dad, that's hobo.
That's
That's cute.
hobo.
That's hobo.
That's
Said
actually very
hobo.
cute.
Hobo. I like that. I like saying that. All right, I got some events for us too.
Ooh,
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. So tonight we got Singo at Waverly Beach.
Singo is fun.
Yeah, Singo's fun.
I enjoy Singo.
I haven't been there for a while. Tomorrow is Broadway tonight is Broadway. See, I'm so messed up.
I know. I think it's Tuesday, but it's not. It's Wednesday.
It's not Tuesday. So Broadway Farmers Market in Green Bay is tonight. That's pretty cool farmers market. I think that's actually probably my favorite farmers market in the area.
Weren't you there last week?
No.
2 weeks ago?
Nope. I was in Appleton. So tomorrow night at the Tight Barrel Distillery in Menasha, they're having Green Bay Packer trivia, which is always
I've never been to the Tight Barrel.
Tight Barrel. Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Loose Barrel Distillery.
It's just down the road.
The Loose Barrel?
The Loose Barrel's right around the corner.
Do you think they're competitors or
probably?
Yeah, I think so too. Tomorrow they also the Trout Museum in downtown Appleton, which of course they're building that brand new one
moving
on the Lawrence campus, but they always have some free admission days, and tomorrow is a free admission day at the Trout Museum. So if you've never been there or want to,
I have never been to the Trout Museum.
Well, tomorrow's a great day.
I love seeing fish on display.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm. I love a good trout picture.
Hey, Tommy, you should go there because you're going to realize that it's not actual trout in there.
It's not?
No. Oh. So maybe you should take advantage of the free day tomorrow and go check it out.
Take a look.
So let me guess.
Let
the
us know.
Children's Museum doesn't have kids on the walls.
The Children's Museum does not have children in.
Yeah.
No, they do not have children in safety codes.
The level of disappointment going on here could not be higher.
It'll be okay, buddy. It'll be okay.
Could not be higher.
We'll hug this out afterwards.
And on this wall, we have kindergartners. And on this wall, we have first graders.
So Friday, the Packers play against the Eagles in Brazil. And of course, there's watch parties everywhere, but most notably one at Titletown. So if you wanted to get immersed with people, or depending on,
what time's tip off? What time does tip off?
In the shadows of Lambeau Field.
I think it's an earlier game. So
yeah, I don't exactly remember. I thought 6:30. I thought I saw 6:30.
I think it's 6:30.
Because I think Sao Paulo is pretty much in the same time zone as us.
I believe they are. Because you're just like flying south.
Right. I mean, that's one thing they don't have.
Denver isn't.
Denver is not in the same time zone.
Yeah. So when I woke up at 8:15 to join you guys on the show,
it was over.
It was over. I'm like, I missed that one. Was my phone? Nothing ever switched. Normally, when you go to another time zone, like
your phone didn't switch.
My phone didn't switch, and my watch didn't switch.
Yeah. So ask the whole kind of phone he has.
Oh, that's exactly. I bet you it wasn't an iPhone.
You need to back off.
You know what?
Now. I do not.
I can keep time.
I'm going back to the mountains.
Hey, how good does your phone keep time? It doesn't. Okay, perfect. I love it. I'm gonna buy it. Get two of them. Get two of those phones. One for the right time, one for the wrong.
I'm going back to the mountains. You guys ever been to Breckenridge?
No, but I bet you it's gorgeous.
Oh my god, I can't. That was by far the best part.
Are you
our trip up into the mountains?
Ski at
all? I can. I do. Yes. Not there though.
I mean that takes skiing to a complete. That's not like
gonna go do a black diamond there.
That's not like little Switzerland, is it?
Their green diamonds are our black diamonds.
Sure. Oh, sure.
You know,
right.
the ones the kids train
we
on
have
out
rolling
there.
hills in Wisconsin, and they
Yeah.
have mountains.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
With
whole different.
straight shots down. But during the summer, I can't imagine what it's like in the winter. I mean, it's got to be.
Do they have any
just
alpine
breathtaking.
slides? Have you ever done an alpine slide?
No, I
Have
don't know
you?
what that is.
Yes.
What is that?
At Park City, Utah, they have one in Deer Valley, and it's basically a tube where you get in like this little cart, and you can control. You pull back, and it's kind of a brake, but you go down the side of the mountain.
Oh, I think I've
on
seen
this like
videos.
little tube cart thing.
Oh yeah.
It is so cool.
Where did you do it?
Park
You just
City.
said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying
Hello,
attention.
bad listener. Hey,
Hello,
remember I was
bud.
in Park City, Utah, and I was at Deer Valley, and I went to this thing called an alpine slide.
Great.
So I need to go farther back. Stamps. Do you know?
All
how much
right.
a
Where's
stamp-
his off button? Yeah, he's gone.
Hello, bad
Let's just
listener.
shut him down.
Hello, bad listener.
God's sakes.
Hey, did you hear Kennedy was shot?
Yeah.
We're gonna go. How far back we gotta go?
wait till your turn, my friend.
Oh
we're
my
gonna
gosh.
make a big deal
I
about
don't know
that.
what just happened here. Hello, bad listener.
All right.
That's gonna be the
And we're
next-
done. Okay, Carrie, they can hear us. They can't hear him right now.
They can't-
He is shut off.
He shut off. Okay. Well, God, you made my day. That was so funny. So Saturday is Firefest in Hortonville.
Oh,
so
Firefest.
we've got, now we're getting into some of the fall festivals. Saturday is also the Memorial Stair Climb at Lambeau Field. So you can
Stair climb.
I think it's $45 now. And you climb an equivalent to 110 stories, which was the height of
Right.
the
September
the-
11th
the
coming up on
towers.
that. What a-
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. And then Sunday there's a jammin' brunch buffet at Uncle Mike's here in
Oh,
Appleton. So
brunch buffet.
and
at
it must have been really popular because they said that back by popular demand, they have another jammin'.
Do you like
brunch
Uncle Mike?
buffet.
Have you been in
Mm.
Uncle Mike's?
I have. I have had a good experience there.
I've had a very good experience.
And
I like their ice cream. Their ice cream is amazing, and it's so affordable. I mean, Becky and I we got 2 scoops each for less than $10.
Wow. I think they have it set up cool in there because they got like that little kind of coffee shop in the middle, and then they have the bar, and then they have the restaurant in
I
there.
like the appetizers, the nachos, the beef nachos. Oh, barbecue nachos.
Mm.
Yep, very yummy.
I like nachos.
So lots of stuff happening. Go to newlivingnow.com to our events page, and we got you connected to everything that's going on in Northeast Wisconsin.
Yeah. What your cats got going on today?
Lots of
Meetings.
meetings.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Catching up
Work.
from the weekend. Yeah, working for the weekend. It's
Yeah.
downhill now. I can't believe it's hump day. Holy shit.
Right?
Yeah. That's what happens when you do a show like this, buddy. Everything just goes faster.
It does go faster. It does go faster, but it's so great
Yeah.
so great being with you guys.
It's great being with you too.
Did you miss us?
No, not at all. Actually, not even a little
I
bit.
believe you.
100%. No.
I believe
Well, when you're in
you.
Colorado and you're breathing the air and you're up in the mountains and you're hiking and you're doing whatever brothers do up in Colorado,
Just look at the beautiful world that's out there
the good
and
country the Lord gave us.
want to just go walk off into it and get lost forever.
You wish
kinda
you
like one of
had-
those
you
places.
wish you had more real estate money. You can just stay up there forever. Now you know why people go out there and like have cabins and just chill out there.
Yeah. I've definitely found a couple places
That's
where
God's country
when
up
I
there.
disappear, that's probably where I'm going to go.
Well, don't tell us.
Because it was
Otherwise, we're going to find
fantastic.
you.
Yeah, well, I'm not telling you where it is, but
Well,
Man, there were
we
some-
already know it's in Colorado. So
it's a big spot. It's a big spot. But it's definitely if you
How far
haven't
was the
been,
drive from the airport
check it
to
out.
get
What's
there?
that?
How far was the drive from the airport to Breckenridge?
oh, not long. It was an hour and 10 minutes from
Okay, so
from our
probably 2 hours to charge your car after that. And
depends
did your
on what
Airbnb have a charger on
place-
it?
No.
No, of course
No,
not.
it all depends on the system that you go to. Because we went to one place and we were plugged in for 5 hours and we got 10%. And then we
Charge
went
USA. Yeah, there's all kinds of different
Un-
networks and stuff.
yeah,
It's hard. No
I want nothing to
superchargers
do
for
with
you.
that. I
If
want
you don't
nothing
have
to
a
do with
Tesla, you don't get a supercharger.
the Tesla, they've got to figure it out.
They got it
They're-
dialed in.
They're charging.
Well, the
they-
fact that the computer tells you when you're going someplace says you got to stop here, you got to stop here, and it gives you the whole thing, and it tells you how many superchargers you have. I mean, if that's the way you want to go,
And if your battery is at a below level, it'll actually charge faster. doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you can get like a big charge in a short amount of time if your battery is actually lower versus, if you're at like 50% and you're like, oh, I'm just going to charge it, it's going to charge slower.
Yeah. I want a gas tank. I want nothing to do with it. I'm not ready.
You're not ready.
Check back in.
The infrastructure's not ready. You might be ready, but the infrastructure's not.
Yeah, no, I'm not ready.
Fair.
I want nothing to do with it.
It's
Give me a gas.
I
want gas.
Give me gas. Give me fire.
Yeah. All right. You cats got anything else you want to throw on here? We got anything else to discuss?
So. It's been a great Wednesday.
It has been a great Wednesday.
Thanks for being
fantastic, kids. Thanks, bunches. Appreciate you spending some time with us and hanging out here today. Tech stuff. You want to plug that quick? What you had with your little video yesterday before we jump out of here?
Oh, I didn't get it posted.
But because we thought it was a Monday. We thought it was Mondays, and it's a glitch. I had an Android phone and it said it was Monday when it was really Sunday.